Hello, this is On Imagination with the Healing Garden, and I am deep, deep in isolation right now. I am definitely normalizing. If it was about 3 days ago that I was doing research and work on narcissism through borderline personality disorder, and I discovered that, borderline personality disorder and empaths are the narcissists, which immediately forced me to look within myself. And because I've learned and internalized that beautiful fifth ethic, accountability, I had a lot of my own transgressions to answer for. And I systematically started to go through the removal of said narcissism. I created a code for myself in which to follow to pretty easily remove it all. Mostly it is back to my center, restabilizing, going through the 12 ethics, reaffirming and defining the self. And already I have noticed massive changes in my mindset. The first of which is that a boundary is not a word or a phrase or a statement or a law or a rule. A boundary is the withdrawing that one does to return to their comfort zone for self-soothing and comfort. It is the isolation process. That is a boundary. And I watched my partner withdraw into his bubble. And it was the first time he did that. And I went, good for you. That's excellent usage of your boundaries. Well, that's different. Before, I viewed it as a massive rejection, abandonment, unlove. That got me thinking about what narcissism is and how it is just taking love and using it as a weapon against us. And that left me to go, what is love? Now, I know what love is, because love is valuing someone without profit or gain. And narcissism is just taking love and using it as a weapon. It's contaminating love with fear. It is the merging of fear into love. Wow. That is narcissism. It is when someone injects fear into love and confuses fear with love. So I have had a massive shift. I have been living with narcissism since I was 4 years old. And I did have a moment where I thought and felt, without this inside of me, what am I? I did feel the fear of not knowing myself defined without it. I knew, of course, that in its removal, I would have to normalize and find my new defined self, which I had with the 12 perspectives in my compass. So I just returned to that. But the compass definitely made it a million times easier because I was able to establish myself at my core and return to them. I started a blog. And now I'm definitely in a stage of just wanting to be quiet and silent while I write. So I will still do my podcast. I'll jump on. I'll give my 5-minute comments. But mostly my thoughts are silent lately, where I just write. I feel like for now, my podcasting days are at an end, but not quite. I just am in the next stage, which is that I write. I have to write now. And it feels good and it feels right, and that gives me joy. So all of my new thoughts and feelings are going to be outlined instead of my blog going forward. I'll probably just do a brief, I am here, this is what's going on. But something in me deep is saying it's time to write now, Anna. And I think I just need to be alone for a while. While I focus on myself. I wrote my business plan today. That made me feel very good. It was so funny because I've sat down to write a business plan many times. It's one of the idiotic things that they tell you to do when you start up a business. They're all like, write a business plan. No, don't do that. A business plan is something you write up when you want money. If you are looking to approach investors, then you need a business plan. But if you're not planning on writing or reaching out for investors, you don't need a business plan. It's good to have an idea where your business is going to be in 5 years, in 1 year, in 20 years. Definitely do that for yourself. But the concept of a business plan, and they really need two different words for it, because a business plan is that 16 to 20 page long document that details this is where your money is going if you invest. Now that you need to do when you're ready to approach investors. But then the other thing, I guess I would say the business outline. That's really what it is. You have a business outline and you have a business plan. The business outline you should have. That's what you need. And a business outline is like 1 page, and it's your mission statement. It's where you want to be in 5 years. It's how you want to grow your business. It's very similar to a business plan, but the business plan is professional. Like it's up there. And I never could write mine. Everyone was like, oh, write your business plan, write your business plan. So I sat down to write my business plan and nothing would ever come. So I'm like, que será? I guess it's not supposed to be. And then today I woke up this morning and the very first thought in my head was, it is time. I need to write a business plan. So I did. And I'm getting ready to start. I am looking for sponsors, looking for funding. That's all out there now. I feel so sure of everything while also feeling very uncertain at the same time. It is a very weird feeling to feel this sure and uncertain. I had a conflict with my partner yesterday, and he went into his bubble. And I went, all right, you go in your bubble. I'm going to be here on the outside, sitting on the back of your door, going, you want to build a snowman? Waiting for him. And I thought, this is the way through. I get that feeling a lot where something will happen and I'll get excited and happy and I'll jump around and I'll be all giddy and happy. And I'll ask myself, why are you so happy? Even though everything seems like it's falling apart, I feel so happy. And I'm going, because this is the way. This is the next step. And I know that once I get through this, it will be on the other side. And that's what it feels like right now. When he comes back to play, we'll be on the other side. And I can't wait. I'm so excited. But I feel it. This is it. There is something there. I know it. I can feel it. As soon as he opens that door, he and I are going to run through to the other side. And I can't explain it. It just feels like it's right. And I'm so happy. And I don't know why. So, I feel like there's a calm before. Not a storm. I feel like I've climbed to the top of Mount Everest. And I'm looking at the view. And he's here with me. And we're about to start writing it all the way down. And I said to him when I first met him, climb Everest with me. He took it literally and said, no. Climb Everest with me is a saying, a line that I use to explain to people. Our relationship is like climbing Everest. The weather is going to be treacherous. There will be moments of frostbite, starvation, survival, being lost. There will be days and moments where it's just the two of you versus the world, versus the nature. And it will break you, or it will grow you. But if you can survive it, the view is your reward. And that's what it feels like this is. I feel like he and I have endured it all. And this is just one more test. And I've done this test with him a million times before, but before I ran, I hid, we fought, it was ugly. This time it was, I'm not going anywhere. If there is anything I am certain on in this world, it is you. And if all I have to do is be patient and wait, oh, that is not going to be a problem. Do you want to build a snowman? And all I have to do when he steps out is enjoy the view. And I don't know why it feels this way when everything around me looks like something different. But on the other hand, who else has ever been here? Not very many people. And certainly not via the path he and I took to get to this moment. He stood up to me and he set all of his boundaries. And I loved him for it. It's not that strange. I am in the U of I. So I'm going to be talking a lot about romance now. Ugh, no, not romance. No. Romance has the stench and stink of Rome all over it. No. No. Romance and narcissism are synonymous. No, this is something different. It has no name. And it does not need one. I would almost call it platonic love. Oh, how perfect and pure and beautiful that is. I never thought of it before. something is wrong. Something is not wrong, illogical. I can feel it. Illogical. The term is derived from Plato, of course, though the philosopher never used the term himself. That's the part that's red flagging me. Who did come up with the term? No, I need to go back to Plato and actually study what Plato thought on love. No. Oh, my beautiful teacher, Plato. Do I study Plato and his views of love, or do I explore and reserve this for my own? It feels different. It feels like quiet girl. We need no words. I don't think platonic love means what it has been used to mean, but it means something else entirely different. I think platonic love originally depicts actually Plato's love, but I think in the 16 or the 1400s they distorted it to add their own twist. But no, Plato is something else. I believe there are 3 types of love: Plato's actual love, philosophical love, and then platonic love, and then Roman love. Now, Roman love reeks of narcissism, and it's dirty. But philosophy love, no, there's something there. I think that's what the U of I is about, is determining love. And you know, something is amiss. No, that is the adventure though, isn't it? So yeah, I'm going to definitely be downsizing how much I podcast. And I'm just going to go over to my blog. It's called Beyond the 12th. The link is down below. But I think right now I just need to write. I'm building a Triadic Healing DIY for people to go through. I need to withdraw. I need to go back to the ethereal plane. Thank you for your audience, and may the kindest of words always find you.